I'm Andrew Cameron from Richard Rose Electrical, responsible for many bits of the work, one of them being health and safety. In order for us to actually compete in large contracts, we have to fulfil certain health and safety criteria, both for CHAS and specifically for main contractors. Part of that means that you've got to be up to date and on the ball with all health and safety training requirements. The problem that we've had over the years is, in order to get all of the engineers back to fulfil a course, A, it's problematic because it's downtime from work, and B, it's an additional cost which a lot of people don't want to have to pay. The solution that we've found is an internet-based training, which means engineers with any downtime are able to complete training courses with half an hour to an hour or 2 hours, and they can get the training up to date, up to speed. We've got all the documentation that we need from it, and that we can forward direct to any customer or prospective customers. It's probably, not probably, it is of better value, in my opinion, than going out and doing a course in a classroom. A lot of people on courses in classrooms, you can get away with sitting at the back of the class, and at the end of the course, as long as you haven't fallen asleep, you get a piece of paper that says you've passed. With this training, you have to complete one question after another, and you have to pay attention to the information that's provided, otherwise you will not answer the question. For me, it makes it probably more valid than a lot of health and safety training courses that are out there, which is why I recommend them.
At Richard Rose Electrical, we take health and safety very seriously. We make sure all our lads have all the necessary training, and we've found that to get lads off-trained, off-site for a day, coordinating their training has been causing one or two problems. We're losing time at work, etc. And we decided to do some electronic training, and this is when we contacted Plus Safety. Now, the training is absolutely superb on the system. The lads just do the training at their PC, and it can be done at home or at work. Again, that's been really useful if they come back to the office and we haven't got anywhere for them to go to. At least then they can sit down at a PC for an hour. They can finish it midway. It's saved, stored, they can go back to that same test and they can take it again. They found it relatively easy. I did a little crib sheet for them all so they could all log on and make sure that they all had the passwords, etc. And the majority of them have said it's been really easy. We've had one or two, but you know what they're like, you're always going to get one or two. And I think they just like to use a pen and paper really, or sit in a class. But it really has been very, very good. I did some training, or I did some trialling at the very beginning on some of the awareness sessions, and I found it very easy. But really, as I'm the administrator for the system and for health and safety, I decided that I would just manage it and take over the manager's kind of area on the website. So it means I can check whether they've done any training, I can print any reports off, we can change the pass marks on it, so there may be particular ones that we need a higher pass mark, and again we can do that. We get the certificates are printed off for the lads, they just keep them for their own files, we scan them, and then the beauty of that is when we go to certain jobs we can then email all the forms to the guys that we're going to do the work for, because we've had to do that a lot for the main contractors. So it really has been very good for us at Richard Rose Electrical.
So, Judith, at Richard Rose, what's the philosophy behind health and safety?
We do take health and safety extremely safe.
Extremely safe.